FaZe Vegas versus Toronto Koi. It was a collision of the philosophies. FaZe brought the gun skill, Toronto brought the system. Part 1, we're breaking down the opening blows. We're looking at how Abuzah single-handedly saved a defensive round in S&D, and the one crucial mistake that cost FaZe Map 1. I'm the CDL architect. Let's get right into the tape. Starting the series off with Exposure Hardpoint. It's the beginning of the year. Let's see how these teams face off. Watch the rotation. FaZe wins the race to the new hill. Drazah bangs the first 2 kills, and they have a nice setup. Let's stop it here. Let's zoom in. Let's check out FaZe's setup. It looks to be a golden setup. They have Drazah watching mid push at the tank heady. Simp's back spawn, watching the flank. We have 04 pushed up, playing kills in their spawn. And then Abuzah has a crossfire with Drazah. It seems like they have the ultimate setup to kill these 2 players mid. Insight stays patient. He waits for his teammates off spawn, and him and Kleenex play a nice 1-2 to get 3 kills here and break the hill.
So far, he has started off red hot, 5 and 2 in a row. A little pop over the tank, trying to set up his teammates. Damage tallied onto Kleenex. Inside the long-standing duo, working with him, but Drazah gets out of there. Little tactful retreat back to let the reset come back through, and as they do, 04 and Simp trying to clear some space, but they cannot deal with Insight.
Listen to the comms. Drazah knows exactly where they are spawning. He calls the read. They have to hit right. And he is correct. Look at the flood. We have 2 Toronto players overloading mid-right, 1 pushing far right, and 1 hitting mid from spawn. It's a 4-man squeeze on Drazah's lane. But watch the entry from Joe Deceives. He doesn't ego chow. He baits his teammate. The teammate takes the damage, and Joe takes the trade. Once that domino falls, the floodgates open. Kleenex and Real clean up the scraps, and Toronto steals the time. $190 to $190. This is a critical moment in the match. Toronto had the setup on P5, but Abuzah breaks it open. A flurry of trades leaves FaZe with control. FaZe should win this. They have a full 4-man hold. 1 off spawn, 2 on the hill, and 1 man mid. But watch Drazah. This is the game-losing mistake. He gives up mid-control to chase a kill in the cut, and the moment he leaves that lane, he leaves FaZe blind. Insight chases him down, boom.
Vegas find the break. Yeah, brilliant moment here for FaZe. Toronto trying to play.
Now FaZe has no one watching the flank. Look at Toronto. They don't flood the hill. They flood mid. They take the high ground, pick apart the setup, and steal the final 30 seconds. And that's the dagger. Toronto hits the 250. It wasn't about gun skill today. It was about discipline. FaZe tried to turtle in the hill, and they paid the price. Toronto controlled the cut, controlled the map, and controlled the game. FaZe is down 0-1. Let's see if they can wake up for search and destroy. Flush it. Map 1 is gone. You're down 0-1 against a Toronto team that is playing perfect Call of Duty. Panic is the enemy right now. Welcome to Den. This isn't about spawn traps anymore. It's about isolation. FaZe need to slow down the heart rates and find a pick. They need a spark. They need a playmaker to step up and stop the bleeding. And in round 2, Abuzah lights the match. Let's break down this defense. FaZe rolls the dice on defense. They blind stack 3 players towards A, and they find absolutely no one. Toronto hits the jackpot. They send 3B for the perfect blind counter. The bomb goes down for free. FaZe is scrambled. Simp and 04 have to push through A to flank. Drazah and Abuzah are forced to double back and fight the retake from spawn. Insight tries to cut off the flankers. He finds one, but gets tracked down.
To get the read from the flank. Oh, he's at least able to spot both of them.
Now Toronto makes the fatal mistake. They see the 3v2 advantage. They get confident. They decide to flood FaZe's spawn to end the game.
Towards Dojo, finds the first kill, but Abuzah somehow, some way is able to walk away with 2. Now all he's doing is trying to stall time, but the beat down there from Abuzah. Who needs a simp when I can get it done my damn self? Abuzah locates 3 and FaZe take that round away.
That is unbelievable from Abuzah. I mean, the initial...
After going up 3-0, FaZe find themselves in round 11. They send 4 guys A, but Toronto's waiting with 3 of their own. Simp throws a nade in the small room, and that causes Toronto to back out, and they find first blood on Real. This gives FaZe full site control. As you see here on the minimap, Toronto knows they have control, and they're just letting them get the bomb down. Insight thinks about throwing a grenade and spots 3 FaZe members. Joe deceives, slides into the small room, gets a big blood here. FaZe is aware that they could have lost small room, so they push 2 out on Patio. Insight does not see them cross through. Drazah pops out and gets all 3. Most people watch Call of Duty. We study it. What you just saw wasn't a highlight reel. It was an autopsy. We broke down the vision cones, the spawns, and the split-second decisions that actually decide matches. This was just part 1. The foundation is laid. In part 2, we're moving to control, where the spawn traps get even deeper. If you want to stop watching the game and start seeing the blueprint, hit subscribe. We'll see you in the film room for part 2.